Hello team, welcome to the another session of the CISM certification preparation, where we have already covered many topics. Let me just show you. So the part of a chapter number 1 section A, we have already covered all the task statement, and as a part of a section number 2, we have already covered the introduction part. We have already covered the information security governance overview part. We have already saw in detail about importance of information security governance. Now next topic is outcome of information security governance. Let's have a look. So let me just put this book aside. So as a part of outcome of information security governance, we need to make sure certain things. Let me just write the chapter name first. So this is, we are talking about chapter number 1, which is information security governance. All right, now the topic is outcomes of, whenever information security governance comes, we used to say ISG. Okay, so just keep a note. Now as a part of information security governance, we'll be having a multiple elements. Okay, what these elements is all about, let's see. So let's say this is our information security governance document, and this contains multiple elements. What are those elements? We'll discuss in detail. Now the objective or why these elements required, when these elements are in place, it will provide senior management assurance of what? That the direction and the intent of information security governance is adequate and effective, that it will protect what? Protect the organization's vital information asset. Alright, so information security governance include multiple elements. We'll discuss those elements in detail, but the existence of that element will giving the confidence and giving the assurance to the senior management that the direction and intent mentioned in that information security governance is adequate and effective, that it will protect the organization asset. Now what are those elements? Let's see. We can say here elements or the objective of information security governance is to develop. Okay, develop. Next what? Implement. And third thing is to manage. What? Very important, the whole purpose of this information security governance.
Do you want to start your own business with these 3 advantages? Number 1, you don't have to leave what you are doing right now. Doesn't matter whether you are in job or in entrepreneurship journey, doesn't matter. Do whatever you want to do right now, but you can still start this business. Number 2, you don't have to invest from your pocket to start this business. What
is security program. Okay, So basically, information security governance must be having some elements or some objectives. The whole purpose of those things is to develop, implement and manage security programs. Now, this element or the outcome of this security element or the security program will be like 6 basic outcome. Number 1. First is strategic alignment. Second is risk management. Alright. Third is value delivery. Fourth is resource optimization. And fifth is performance measurement. REMENT. And the last one is assurance of integrity. Alright, so that is assurance of process integration. Let's go all these 6 elements or objective of information security governance one by one. Now, let me just write the first one. So the
Enter FreshDesk, a feature-rich, affordable customer support software for businesses of all sizes. FreshDesk allows you to streamline customer conversations from all channels and deliver customer happiness. That is why more than 150,000 businesses trust us with their customer support. What are you waiting for? Try FreshDesk today, the complete help desk software.
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire, messages that forge brighter connections, and emails that get the job done, you need to think about more than just grammar and spelling. This sentence is grammatically correct, but it's wordy and hard to read. It undermines the writer's message, and the word choice is bland. Grammarly's cutting-edge technology helps you craft compelling, understandable writing that makes an impact on your reader. Much better. Grammarly works where you work, on your computer or your phone. Imagine what you could do with the secrets of the world's best writers at your fingertips, anytime you need them. Are you ready to give it a try? Installation is simple and free. Visit Grammarly.com today.
first is strategic alignment. Okay, so this strategic alignment is what? What is going to be aligned? So this is basically aligning information security with whom? With business strategy. See friends, whatever we are doing as a part of a security program, it should be aligned with existing business organization strategy or the strategic requirement. This strategy alignment must be supported by certain things. What are those? The number one is, let me write this as an A. This is what we called as a security requirement. The very first thing you need to understand, what is the requirement, and that requirement, whatever you are mentioning, is a part of information security governance. It should be thoroughly developed To provide what? Governance on what must be done. Governance of three things. What must be done. That's one. Second thing is, you must know how to measure the things what is supposed to do. If, as I said in earlier video, if you cannot measure anything, you cannot achieve that.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my brothers and sisters. When I say the word sacrifice, what comes to your mind? Maybe sacrificing time for a loved one, sacrificing your wealth for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let me tell you about the ultimate sacrifice. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands you to do something and you follow through with it, no matter what. That was the example of the father of the prophets, Ibrahim alayhi salam. When Allah Jalla wa ala commanded him to sacrifice his only son, Ismail alayhi salam, and he did that without asking any questions. We all know the story of how his son Ismail alayhi salam was replaced by a ram, and this is one of the reasons why we carry out the Qurbani sacrifice. I'm giving you a chance to fulfill your religious duty with mercy to humanity. They can carry out, inshallah ta'ala, the sacrifice on your behalf in both India and Kashmir for only £30 per large animal share. The poor and needy who will benefit from the meat will be so grateful, inshallah ta'ala. Just remember, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran, their meat will not reach Allah, nor will their blood, but what reaches Him is piety from you. Subhanallah. This is a reminder that we should renew our intentions and fulfill our religious obligations without thinking twice. Please donate now, and don't forget to share this message with all of your loved ones, and inshallah ta'ala you'll be receiving the rewards of every single time a person donates. Wa barakallahu feekum.
Hey, are you ready to create better videos faster? You're moments away from bringing top quality animations into your YouTube videos and transforming your video content forever. Welcome to Videos. Videos lets you create stunning 3D animations in just a few clicks. From professional intros and outros to lower thirds and social call to actions, you can create them all in minutes. We already serve 100,000 users globally and some of the biggest brands in the world. The best part? It's all fully automated, totally cloud-based, and requires very little work to create beautiful animations. If you're wanting to create a powerful intro or add engaging animations and call to actions to your video content, you're in the right place, because I'm about to show you how to totally refresh the way you're creating your video content. Let's get started. First, explore our massive library of professionally produced animated templates. We have something for pretty much every niche you can think of. Not to mention, our library is literally getting larger every single day. Need a powerful logo intro for your channel? A nice animated call to action outro for a specific video? Or maybe you need a lower third to add some professionalism to your content? Whatever you're after, we've got it. Once you find the template you like the look of, go ahead and customize it to your heart's desire. Add your own logo and completely rework the template so it matches your brand perfectly. Just drop your brand colors in, and you're good to go. Oh, need sound effects and audio? Got that covered too. No need to go hunting for extra licenses and audio. Videos gives you everything, under the hood, with very little hassle. So, happy with those customizations? Great. Hit preview, and get a preview of what your video is going to look like. You can always go back and make changes if you need to, but if everything looks good, hit render. Videos will then go ahead and render your video, in the cloud, fully automated. Go grab a coffee. You'll get an email to your inbox as soon as your video's done. And don't worry, it literally takes a few minutes to render your final video. Not hours, not days, minutes. Once your video's finished, just hit download, and you've got yourself a perfect animation you can add right into your video content. So I bet you're thinking, this looks amazing, but I bet it costs an arm and a leg. Well, you're wrong, and that's the best part. Videos is here to allow anyone to create professional animations without breaking the bank, and we have an option to suit everyone. You can grab yourself a custom intro or any animation you want in minutes for as little as $15 right now. No hidden fees, no ongoing costs, nothing. Just $15, and you have yourself a professional animation you can use over and over again, forever. And if you're thinking of creating more than one animation, it gets even cheaper. We also offer a few plans where you can get bigger discounts on our massive library of animations for those that want to keep on creating. And don't forget, you can preview our animation library for free. So what are you waiting for? Visit our marketplace now, browse our massive library, and find the perfect intro, outro, or lower third for your content. We look forward to seeing what you create.
You never know where are we know. So measurement of when. And the third thing is you should also know when it has been achieved. When it has been achieved. So you should know three things. As a part of a security requirement, you need to develop the governance part where you should know what must be done and what are the parameters or what are the things you need to take care as a part of a measurement and when it has been achieved. Number two will be your security solution. Alignment of security solution. So here you need to take into account, you need to consider what? First, you need to understand the culture. Second thing is you need to understand the governance style. Alright. It should not be like that you are in different direction the way we are doing as of now in your organization. Otherwise, it will going to be a big disaster. You should also know the technology, what we are going to you or what you are planning to propose or what they are using. And the last is you should know structure of the organization. Alright, so these are the few things you should know as a part of outcome of information security governance under strategic alignment. And the last but not the least, you should also know the investment part. You should know investment should be appropriate. Okay, appropriate means what? Means it should be aligned with first enterprise strategy. Whatever the existing enterprise strategy, it should be aligned by that. Second thing is enterprise operation. It should be aligned with your
सर मुकेश जी का पेमेंट ब्लॉक हो गया है।
आपके पेपर चेक करने पड़ेंगे।
पापा हमारा ऐड गलत छप गया है।
वेबसाइट चलाने में सर कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी। बिजनेस में हिचकियां आएंगी पर GoDaddy के सिक्योरिटी, स्पीड और 24/7 कस्टमर केयर के साथ वेबसाइट होस्ट करने में हिचकिचाना कैसा? GoDaddy को आज ही फोन लगाएं।
If you're a trainer or if you want to become a trainer, I would like to share my perspective with you. And just because I'm sharing my perspective, that doesn't mean that I'm challenging your perspective or I want you to agree with my perspective. But I must tell you, using same perspective, today we have more than 25,000 paid students from 128 countries, which I have built in just last 1.5 years. That's it. I fall in love with training just last 1.5 years. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a tech entrepreneur, awarded by Economic Times as one of the most promising entrepreneurs of year 2019. I have an IT company. But 1.5 years ago, I realized that there's something which I'm learning in last few years, and it's time has come to share those learnings with people. That is public speaking, your ability to speak in front of people. So we started teaching. And ladies and gentlemen, I realized something very significant, a very significant perspective, which I see many people are not trying to understand. I'm very careful using this word trying to understand, which is this. Trainers, they believe that they have to learn digital marketing strategies for e-learning business. And I think you don't have to. Having first-hand knowledge is all about curiosity. That's secondary. I'm not talking about that you're curious that how Facebook ads run, how Google ads run, what is landing page. First-hand knowledge is secondary. But actually executing digital marketing strategies for your business to expand. By the way, in just last 1 year, we have reached more than $1 million business. How? For 3 hours.
Enterprise operations as well. And most important thing, you should know the investment should be at that place where you have a well defined what? Three things. First is risk, where you know there is a risk or threat. And third thing is where we have vulnerabilities. Okay, so your investment should be aligned with existing enterprise strategy, enterprise operations, and where you know there are chances of big risk, threat, or there is any vulnerabilities. So that's all about the first point out of 6, which is strategy alignment. All right, now let's go to the second point. Second point is risk management. Now, under risk management, what will be the outcome someone is expecting from the information security governance is you have to make sure that certain things are measured appropriately. Means appropriate measure of what? All the risks which is supposed to be mitigated. Okay, and you also need to take care as a part of a risk management to reduce RDUCE, okay, to reduce potential impact on any information resources. All right, so what are the things we are covering here? We are covering here, you need to make sure you have collective understanding. You must be having a good understanding of organizations existing threat, vulnerabilities, and as I said earlier, as a part of a strategic alignment is risk. All right, second point will be understanding of risk exposure. That means you should know if in case of any consequences where certain compromise happen in any risk, then what are the potential impact. Okay, So understanding of risk exposure and potential consequences of compromise. So you need to make sure that your information security governance.
Hi, have you always wanted to learn to code but don't know where to start? Would you like to make amazing websites and apps and bring your
Governance strategy or a program must contain the outcome that will showcase the risk exposure part, where you know what will be the potential consequences in case any risk exposed or compromised. Next is awareness. Of course, we should do certain things proactively, like awareness of risk management. That means you should prioritize what? You need to prioritize potential consequences. Means you need to make sure that the area where potential consequences will be high should be given the good priority. Okay, it should be priority 1 kind of a thing. So based on the potential consequences chances, or based on the principle, or based on the priority, you should know that what will be the potential consequences if something is happen. Next is risk management. Risk mitigation it should be sufficient to achieve what? Acceptable consequences from residual risk. So there are still some risks which are residual. Okay, so if in case of any compromise happen because of those residual risks, then it should be fall under acceptable consequences. Acceptable consequences. Next is, of course, there are certain risk acceptance, and that too based on understanding of potential consequences of residual risk. Okay, so we also need to understand the risk acceptance that is based on understanding of potential consequences. So here we are seeing acceptable consequences. Here we are seeing potential consequences of residual risk. All right. So that is something which we are covering as a part of second part of, or second point of outcome of information security governance. Now let's see third point, which is value delivery. All right. Now, as a part of a value delivery, you need to optimize the security investment. Optimize investment. Security investment. Okay. How we are going to optimize this? There are many ways. The The number one is you need to set a standard set of security practice. So this include what? This include security baseline. If you establish security baseline, then that definitely that will be part of standardization of security practices. And of course, everything should be streamlined, and that will definitely going to help your organization to optimize the security investment. Next point is information security overhead should be minimum level. Okay, so next point comes under value delivery will be information security overhead, means wherever there are chances of investment something extra that are maintained at minimum level, and but that level should be making sure that is enable the organization to achieve its objective. Okay, third point is you should properly prioritize and distribute efforts to area where greater or greatest probability, number one, and highest impact and business benefit. Third one is so you should prioritize
Enter FreshDesk, a feature-rich, affordable customer support software for businesses of all sizes. FreshDesk allows you to streamline customer conversations from all channels.
prioritize your money in a, or you should invest your money in a way to get greatest probability of or the highest impact in terms of business benefit. Next point is you should also take care of complete solution. Fourth is complete solution. Once you are investing in the security part, then you should understand the solution what you are looking for is complete, and complete means what? That is covering organization and process well in terms of technology, and also it should cover the end to end business ask or objective of that business. So the solution what you're looking for, it should be covering the organization and all the processes well. हेलो 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 अभी देखिए आएगी हेलो 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 अभी देखिए आए आवाज आ रही है अभी अभी आप देखिएगा अभी मैंने स्टार्ट किया है देखते हैं कितना डिले हो रहा है हेलो दोस्तों आप सबका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है अभी हम लोग शुरू करने जाएंगे ठीक 7 बजे CISM के क्वेश्चंस हैं ये मैं अपनी स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहा हूँ ठीक है भाभी मैं आपको कॉल करता हूँ and that include the technology and whatever the business asks end to end. It should meet the objective of the business completely. And of course, last but not the least, a continuous improvement. Culture based, this should be one of the culture, continuous improvement culture on understanding that security is of course ongoing thing, is an ongoing process, not an event. Security is not an event that may happen just once. It's definitely is an ongoing process. Okay, that's all about third point.
It was pretty hard, I mean, being very honest, but it's supposed to be hard because the people that are selected, they have to prove that they deserve this visa.
It's a rigorous application process, but it's also a way of checking if you really want to commit to working and moving over here. And I guess through the whole experience, after I submitted it, I was like, oh God, I hope I get it because I really, really want to have the opportunity to work in the market over here.
At the beginning, I thought the bar was too high. Maybe I wouldn't qualify. I did ask people from Tech City, UK, so this is my skills, what do you think? They said these are guidelines, not necessarily specifics. If you can have alternative avenues that you can prove that you are capable of doing such things, not necessarily that specific thing.
The toughest part was like knowing where to look, but once I knew who to talk to and where to find the information, it was actually a really straightforward process.
There is this sort of split functionality of the visa, partially for business people, partially for tech experts, you could say. And so if you feel like you can make a strong case for applying the criteria to yourself and to your work, I would say absolutely go for it.
I found it to be very easy. I had some questions just on process and logistics, but I could reach out to the Tech City team and they all quickly answered any of my requests or questions. So it made the process very smooth. And I think end to end, from discovering the visa type to submitting my application and receiving the visa, was only 3 months or a little over that end to end.
Videos lets you make stunning animations that are customized to your video in just a few clicks. And all you do is buy a one-time, lifetime membership for $67. And then you can use hundreds of templates, effects, animations, music, sound, and everything else on every video that you make. And we've made it super easy to use. See the video's logo right here? Well, instead of that, you just drop in your own logo. Or you can pick a different animation like this. With just a few minutes of work, Videos lets you make a huge difference to the quality of your video content. And that means more likes, more clicks, and more sales. Look, we love using video editors. In fact, we have a load of them working right here at Videos HQ. But it's not always the best option for everybody, especially when they can use something as quick, powerful, affordable, and simple as videos to create stunning video content that will have a massive impact on their audience. Click here, buy a lifetime license for just $67 and make your audience remember your videos.
Point. Now coming to the fourth point. Fourth point is resource optimization. What does it mean when we say resource optimization? Basically, using information security knowledge and infrastructure efficiently and effectively to make sure that knowledge is captured, number one, and is available. So the first point is under resource optimization is knowledge which is captured properly, it should be documented, and whenever is required is available. Number two, document security processes and practices. We should document security processes and practices documented. All right. Number three is we should develop security architecture to define and utilize infrastructure resource efficiently. So basically we should develop this security architecture to making sure that infrastructure resources are used efficiently. So that is three topics which we have covered as a part of a resource optimization, fourth point. Now coming to the next point, fifth out of six, objective or outcome of information security governance, which is performance. measurement. Okay, so basically performance measurement, I mean here we are talking about something metrics kind of thing. So basically monitoring and reporting on information security process to ensure that objectives are achieved. All right, that's one. And this also include number A, a defined, or rather I would say there should be some kind of a matrix that is defined and agreed, and of course it should be meaningful.
If you are searching for the right keywords, you should try Keyword Magic Tool by SEMrush. Type in your topic and get an impressive list of keyword ideas. Pick and use real search queries to fit your business needs and build the most profitable SEO or PPC campaign. Keyword Magic Tool by SEMrush. Get started for free.
सर मुकेश जी का पेमेंट ब्लॉक हो गया है।
आपके पेपर चेक करने पड़ेंगे।
पापा हमारा ऐड गलत छप गया है।
वेबसाइट चलाने में सर कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी। बिजनेस में हिचकियां आएंगी, पर GoDaddy के सिक्योरिटी, स्पीड और 24/7 कस्टमर केयर के साथ वेबसाइट होस्ट करने में हिचकिचाना कैसा? GoDaddy को आज ही फोन लगाएं।
That are properly aligned with strategic objective. Okay, and provide information, and this matrix also provide information that need for effective decision. Based on that, we can draw some effective decision and will help the management and operations for taking any action or activity. So, as a part of a performance measure, we should create certain metrics, certain graphs, certain set of a record or certain kind of report that is been defined and agreed, and that would represent some meaningful data, and that is aligned with strategic objective for your organization and provide information that is very effective in taking any decision by a management or your operation team for certain action or activity. Alright, that's one. Next is measurement process that help identifying of any shortcoming. Okay, next point is the measurement process should help in identify any shortcoming and also provide some feedback. Okay, shortcoming means wherever, let's say, a management should be focused to do certain strategy and provide feedback on progress and made that resolving issue. So basically, the measurement process is definitely going to help in identifying any shortcoming and also provide some feedback on the progress made in resolving any issue. Next point is basically is independent assurance that provided by external assessment or audit. So by having certain activities or certain audit periodically, we are assuring that the measures or the performance measure we are taking are adequate or if there is any lag. Next is there must be some criteria for separating the most useful metrics, most useful data, or most useful information from the variety of things that are measuring, from the variety of things that are measuring or that can be measured. Means the management or information security governance should focus on the outcome of multiple many ways of getting those data, but it should be having some criteria that it separates the most useful data so that management can focus, invest and do the needful to increase the probability of happening any good thing. So next is 6, which is assurance of process integration. Okay, so basically this point is covering the integration part. So we have to make sure that integrating all relevant assurance factors to ensure that process operate intended from end to end. For example, we should determine all organizations assurance functions. That all organization functions are properly integrated. And not only this, we should also develop formal relationship with other assurance functions. And next is coordinating all assurance functions for more cost effective security. So if you know there are multiple functions or there are so many functions in any typical organizations which we are covering, so those should be properly coordinated means if in case of any threat, risk, vulnerabilities, then of course there should be some kind of a notification or alert should be generated to certain level of user, so they can coordinate, they can ensure that those solutions will be given most or more cost effective. Next is ensuring that roles and responsibilities R&R between assurance function, overlap and leave no gap in protection. Overlaps and leave no gap in protection. And the last one is we should employ systems approach. There should be certain system approach or systematic system approach in information security for planning, deployment, metrics and management. So basically the last one is employing a system approach or systematic approach to the information security for any kind of a planning, deployment, metrics or management. So friend, these are the 6 topics or 6 points or 6 basic Hello friends, are you able to hear me? This is Shailendra. Please confirm in chat message if you are able to hear me. We'll be starting the session exactly at 7. The agenda will be we'll go all the questions, that will 30 questions, one by one. We'll discuss all in detail. You can post your queries. Okay. Hi Srini, I am not very sure like how we can do this. Let me figure it out. This is the first time I am able to somehow manage this to make this live using online. Yeah, there is a option I can see in my laptop for recording. Let me record that and I will share this on YouTube. Hope that's fine. But the way I am getting the response, I mean Srini, that is something I think that may work for at least today's session. Let me also Google it, like how we can do an interactive session, because that is what I am also liking, to do the interactive session. But let me see how we can do this without that, at least for today. But this is something which I'm planning to do on a recurring basis. So let's hope this should work. Are you able to hear what I said? I mean, a few moments back. Guys, please confirm. Please confirm if you guys are able to hear me. Hi guys, I'm continuously speaking. Please confirm if you are able to hear me properly. Maybe you can WhatsApp me. You guys are having my WhatsApp number on a CISM group probably. Friend, this is the question. This is question number 1, which will be I will be sharing in today's session. Friends, are you able to hear me?
Hello?
Hi guys, we have just 5 more minutes to go. In fact 4 to be very precise. I have already shared a Google link, so probably if you can join using Google link, then will we have a chance to uh, do a voice chat. Hello friend, this is Shalan. We'll be starting this session exactly at 7. Hello friend, this is Shalan. We'll be starting this session exactly at 7. We have just 2 more minutes to go. Friends, the objective of this session is basically to discuss the questions. We will be having a 30 questions, and we are expecting everyone to participate, and based on your opinion, your understanding, you can suggest the options in chat box. I have also shared a voice link, that is a Google Meet, through which we can talk also. Let's see how this works. This is the first time I'm sharing or I'm doing this kind of activity, so hope this should work. Yes, there might be some issues, so as we progress, we'll try to solve this. Yeah, so 7 now. I think time to start. Uh, Friends, welcome all. Welcome to a new session where it is basically I'm expecting everyone to be interactive. This is the first session, as I said earlier, and I've also shared a link through which we can connect as a voice chat as well. So that is a Google link. You can check in the description in the chat box, and that is the one. Second thing is I will be going through all the question one by one, and if you can share your opinion in the chat box, so based on that we can understand if what will be your understanding and what will be uh, the actual answer, and if that is matching and the understanding or no. Okay, so I'm reading it out. I'm sharing my screen. So the first question, please let me know if you can start. Somebody can say yes or no something, or shall I wait for a couple of minutes for everyone to join? Yeah, Srini, I can see your comment. Please join on the Google Meet so that we can discuss, we can chat, and As soon as we start, I will start recording. My only what is a hesitation in doing recording is, since this is the first time, I'm not sure about, I mean, if it's take some bandwidth more, so that may, that may lead to any network lag or something. So that's the only, I'm feeling uncomfortable, but let's see. Let me at least start this session, and then there's not a big issue. We'll do that. But anyway, we can connect. So please, I'm just waiting. I mean, is Srini or everyone, please try to join. Yeah. Hi, talented SD. Somebody has joined on the chat box. Hello. Yeah, hi. May I know your name, Mr. Talented SD? I can see now.
Hi, Challenge. My name is Saurabh. Actually, I have saw your link on
Yeah.
YouTube, so I have joined.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great. Welcome, Saurabh. Are you able to see my screen?
not here, not yet.
Oh, okay. You are not able to see. I can see your message. Your name is Saurabh Sinha.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thanks, Saurabh. Thanks for joining.
So, need to see your screen on YouTube.
Yeah. Basically,
Okay,
the
okay.
yeah, you can click on that YouTube link. But since I mean, the fact is here we cannot talk using YouTube, so that's why I have shared a
Yeah, I got it, got it,
separate
got
link.
it.
Yeah. Uh, Let me share once again so that everyone can easily join. Hi, I have one more guy, Jack Andan Vishwanathan.
Hi, sir.
Hi, how are
Hi.
you?
I am good, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome, Santosh. Okay, so we have few more participants. Hi, Santosh, how are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Santosh,
Hi,
friends,
hi.
you will be required to please join the meeting also on CI on the YouTube link.
Yeah, I already joined.
You already joined, so that I can start. Okay, I think initially 5-10 minutes probably that may take everyone to be settled down. I'm sharing the link once again on YouTube so that everyone know how to join, and if there is any issue, just allow me 2 to 3 minutes more. And meanwhile, you can guess you can just read out the question. Basically, the first question here is the most important basic for developing a business case is the, and we have a four option. First is a risk that will be addressed. Second will be financial analysis of benefit. Third will be alignment with organizational objective, and the fourth will be the feasibility and value proportion. So based on this, what will be your best opinion? And uh, please let me know which option shall I require to select, and I will go ahead then. Meanwhile, everybody who is on chat, please try to join using Google Meet, through which we can start conversation on chat as well. Yeah, what's say? What is your thought process? Okay, Jay Kandan is saying answer is C. Okay. How about Shrini? You there? Mr. Saurabh, what is your opinion? And Santosh, everybody, please. Uh, One answer is C. I mean, it is recommended if you can share your thought process while saying the C, so that I can try to help you in resolving the, if I mean, any mismatch. Otherwise, I will anyway explain the reason as well. That's not a big issue. So that, I mean, this should be interactive session. Okay. Okay, let me go ahead. So first answer I got it C. Anybody else have any opinion? Santosh?
It will be D. It will be D.
It will be D.
Yes, feasibility and feasibility and value proposition.
Okay. Yeah. Anybody else have any other opinion? So I have two options now. One is C, one is D. Okay. One is yeah. Any reason, Santosh or Jaykant, you want to say this, or do you want me to explain? Okay, let me try to select. Okay, so which option shall I select, C or D? Somebody please reply on a chat. Uh, I can see two options, but somebody tell me which option shall I select, because as soon as I select, that's all. I mean, we'll getting the immediate answer.
Uh,
Uh,
it will be D only
it will
because
be D.
feasibility and value. Yeah.
Yeah, so let me select D. See, the answer is D, so that is correct. And you can see uh, the explanation also. See, basically, I mean, if we are saying C, so basically, see, even the alignment with the organization objective is fine in terms of a business case. See, we have a business case for, let's say, implementation of any SIM tool. That is what objective of any organization. But if that solution is not feasible with the current what is the environment or current culture of that organization, then that will not be the correct one. So in that case, the feasibility and value proposition are the primary factors in determining whether we should go ahead with that project or no. I mean, there is a one what is a catch also in this kind of a question. You can also think one more parameter, which is a cost. So cost, value, feasibility, these are the few keywords which you always remember when we'll be having this kind of a question. Okay, let's go to the next question. Yeah, so next question is, an enterprise has been recently subject to a series of denial of service. Okay, so it's talking about DOS attack. Due to a weakness in security, the information security manager need to present a business case. Okay, so basically information security manager is supposed to create or present a business case on this for increasing the investment in security. Friend, is, I mean, here if you try to understand, this means he required to create a business case. What do you mean by business case here? Say business case, basically he need to convince in terms of the solution and how the senior management, which means board of directors, which means all the senior stakeholders who required to take a decision while approving or disapproving this solution. So we require to convince them using this business case. So the information security manager need to present a business case for increasing the investment in security. Now the question is saying the most significant challenge in obtaining approval for senior management for the proposal is, means what will be the approach so that this will get approved from senior management. So that's the explanation of question number 2. Please let me know if you require me to explain further, or what will be your opinion, what will be your thought process in selecting the answer. So what will be the answer? Anybody want to share with me? Friends, let's be interactive. Please tell me if we have any answer. Jay Kandan, maybe you want to do attempt, or Santosh, if you can share.
Is it D?
B. Okay.
Demonstrating value and benefits.
Okay. So let me go with a D. Any reason you want to share?
Uh, because we have to demonstrate the cost benefit analysis
Okay.
to get the approval.
Yeah, that will be the I mean good reason. One of the very important reason while selecting or deselecting the answer. So you said B, right? B for ball.
B. Demonstrating value and benefits.
Okay, yeah, perfect. So let me go with the B. Yes, that's the answer is correct. And see, the business case are prepared on the basis of business value and benefit, which is, I mean, of course, one of the reason is cost and benefits. So that's why the answer is B. Anybody has any doubt why this is B or why is not A, C, or D? Let me know. I will explain that as well. Otherwise, we'll go. Yeah. Yeah, Dhan Rani P. Thanks for joining. By the way, I have shared a Google link. Maybe you want to join. I'm sharing again. The answer is B, which is correct. Thank you so much. I just explained the reason being. If you have any other thought process, maybe you can share. Okay, I am now going to the next question. Question number 3. Question number 3 is saying, which of the following choices would best align information security objective to business objective? So here basically you need to understand that we are talking about comparison. That means we have one thing what we called as information security and another thing is business objective. So means here we have a business and information security guys, means we and business. So what will be the best way so that you can see that we both are aligned? What will be the answer? Hey Srini, by the way, are you there? I am expecting you to join. Hey Santosh, I think only we two are there. Santosh bhai.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we two are there. I don't know if anybody is joining or no. But anyway, chat पे तो लोग interaction कर ही रहे हैं.
I think it is D, no?
D for dog.
Huh.
Yes, the answer is D. Because वही रहते ना. Okay. Okay.
It's effective to find out the effectiveness. We have to use business
Business balance
BSc.
scorecard. Yes, yes. The answer is D. Yeah.
Yeah, measurements we can do through balance scorecard.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got answer. एक ने बोला है C, एक ने बोला है D. Okay. So any other thanks for the answer. I mean संतोष भाई आपको कितना दिखाई दे रहा है, कितने लोग ने ज्वाइन किया? बिकॉज मेरे को पता नहीं चल रहा कि कितने लोग ने
I think अभी अपने अलावा 2 लोग हैं.
नहीं चैट पे.
हाँ चैट पे.
यूट्यूब पे.
नहीं चैट पे रुको.
नहीं यूट्यूब पे लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग में कितने लोग?
लाइव में नहीं, मैं तो चैट में दिख रहे.
हाँ वही चैट लाइव चैट पे ही.
श्रीनिवास then
आई डोंट नो यार. ठीक है.
सौरभ सिन्हा.
बिकॉज मेरे को ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कितने लोग हैं. बट एनीवे आई कैन सी 47 व्यूअर. आई एम नॉट. ठीक है. एनीवे ठीक है. That's fine. Let's continue. Okay, so what I think is, I mean, as we said just now, so the answer will be D, and the reason being, this business is balance scorecard will be, it should be aligned with the security goals. So basically, balance scorecard, this is something which help us to align our security goals with the business. So that's the meaning of balance scorecard. See, friend, this is, if anybody is having any thought other than D, it's recommended to please go through, just note down this keyword balance scorecard and just Google it on or maybe you can just check the first chapter in a CRM, and you can check what's the meaning of balance scorecard. Okay, so I got an question from Manish Avasthi. Why not A? Okay, see, basically A is something which is we need to understand. Like, see, we have a multiple levels in CMM. One is, for example, level one is where we can say a company is not having a very maturity in terms of handling a project management practice, but that doesn't mean we are doing something related with the alignment. See, as a company grows, I mean, this CMM levels and everything will be increases. So that is not related in terms of a scorecard. यहाँ पे basically we are working or we are discussing in terms of a balance scorecard where we are talking about two people. CMM one level company, we don't have any kind of information security objective or business objective, that much clarity. So option A is absolutely not possible in that case. This will be the classic example where some kind of a maturity in the organization, where or at least these kind of a things will be present in any organization. So balance, so that is one. I mean, even if a small company may have this kind of structure, even then when the answer is B S C, then the priority will be given to the balance scorecard itself, even in case of a CMM level company. So if you ask me the best, even then in that case the best will be D. That's the complete explanation. Hope I am able to explain this answer. Let me go to the next question. Shall I go to the next question? Manish Avasti, maybe if you have any further question, let me just, anyway.
I think actually in the balance scorecard, what we do is if you implement the governance and all, then we will get usually there will be a security metrics like
Okay.
you can evaluate the current your current state and desired state. No? In
Hmm.
that case, like for example, I am doing a patching
Okay.
of the servers. So every month I will get a report based on how many servers patched, how many are pending. In the compliance level, we will find out. How same way, the antivirus update, how many are missed. In that, we'll get a percentage of compliance. This compliance we will submit to the senior management, and in that dashboard will be there. That's a balance scorecard. This report will go. This is a kind of a balance scorecard. For I given you an example of balance scorecard. So in that the senior management will also get a status of the current compliance level, or whether it is aligned with the business. Your security information security is aligned with the business. That they will get from the balance scorecard. Like it's a kind of security metrics. It's a measurement how the security level is in your organization, the previous and current level that we are checking, and the reporting. That reporting part is the balance scorecard. That's a reporting module that usually we use an Excel sheet, or that, and we'll prepare a graph and all, and the dashboard will be there. That is a type of balance scorecard. Given an example for balance scorecard.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Santosh. Thanks for explaining. Yeah. So next question is, information security governance must be integrated into all business function and activities primarily too. So basically the question is saying information security governance is supposed to be integrated with all business function. Why? What's the answer? Friends, please tell me if you guys are having any idea or you want to share. I'm repeating question. Information security governance has to be integrated, of course, to the business. Otherwise, that is, I mean, that is something which we cannot imagine if you know, if things are not integrated, because they have different goal and business is having different goal. So why this is required? Okay, so one answer I am seeing, which is C, strategic alignment. Okay, in fact I got two answer. C, strategic alignment. Okay. Okay, I got three answer. Okay, anybody else? Okay, I got one more answer, which is D. Friends, I am getting three answer, C, and one is D. Meanwhile, somebody can confirm if my voice is coming clear on YouTube. संतोष भाई, मेरा आवाज
Yes,
YouTube
yes,
YouTube पे आ रहा है क्या?
yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there is no lag if I am saying.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's perfect. Friends, let me explain C. Why is this a yes or no, or maybe Santosh, would you like to share? I'm not sure if anybody has joined on Google Meet. Uh, let me just check. Santosh, are you able to see if anybody has joined on Google Meet? I think very less. Anyway, so let me try to explain. Srinivas Ravi, clear. Okay, C means clear. I mean, what do you mean by clear? I am not very sure. Yes, voice is very clear. Oh, that's great. Thanks, Manish. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone. Okay, so you may. Okay, sorry, I got you. So the meaning of Srinivas is clear means my voice is coming clear. That's fine. That's really good. Okay, so let me try to explain what will be the answer, and let me explain why is C or no. Friends, when we are seeing uh, achieve strategic alignment, what does it mean? Means there is an alignment. Alignment means between two parties. Two parties will be obviously one is IRM, information risk management. Just a second. Manish Avasti has joined. Hi Manish, good evening. Yeah, so I'm saying there will be alignment. Now in alignment between information security and the governance. But if you see the question is saying information security must be integrated, and here the meaning of integration is basically we need to find out that there should not be any gap. In case of any gap, then that may lead to any open vulnerability. So in that case, this is going to help in operations. So for C, the answer will be, if I'm going to say C, in that case, see, achieving strategic alignment is not something which we are going to do in terms of a integration between information security governance and the business functionality. But primarily, I'm not saying this is not at all possible, but primarily the all purpose of doing this is that information security governance and the development and implementation of a policy, standard and procedure, there should be no gap, and if there is any gap, then that may pose to any risk. So that's why the answer will be D. Let me select C. That's let me explain. Probably you can see the answer. See why first is not there. Maximize security efficiency is saying efficiency is not necessary an attribute of integration of governance throughout the organization, but the efficiency of the governance program to address and reduce business risk is such an attribute. So basically, anyway, efficiency is nothing related with this one. So that is not at all possible. So The answer will be D, what I have just explained. See, all aspect of organization activity pose risk. This is the key thing. That is mitigation through effective information security governance and development of implementation of policy standard and procedure. So basically that means we are addressing while aligning in terms of a operational risk, and that only will mitigate it once we do this as a primary part. So that's all about question number 4. Hope I am able to clear the doubt. Shall I go next, or if anybody has any doubt? Okay, I am going next. Next question is 5. I think friends, let me a bit speed up, otherwise this will going to be a very long session. Let me speed up a bit. Friends, question number 5 is saying the most important element to consider when developing a business case for a project is. So basically the question is we require to develop a business case. So while developing, so you need to understand the meaning of business case. Why? What are the things we need to consider as soon as a business case term comes in our mind? Then with this preparation, try to see the answer. The first answer is feasibility and value proposition. Resource and time requirement is second. C option is financial analysis of benefit, and the fourth option is alignment with organization objective. Now just imagine if you are very much clear what's the meaning of business case. I think that's all we require to get this answer. Anybody has any option comes in his mind? Okay, I got 2D, 1A. Okay, okay. Any reason? I mean, anybody want to share the reason, or do you want me to explain? I have no doubt, but the only thing is, the session will be going for more than 1 hour. I'm trying to finish it in 1 hour. Anybody want to share the reason, if in case you have any thought, maybe on chat or on Google link? Friends, let me tell you one thing here. Whenever you guys are doing any CSM exam, always think of one word and never forget, that is cost. Cost, cost, cost. हमेशा cost को ध्यान में रखना है. I think I have given the hint. Now think once again. Business, when two things comes together, one is business and one is costing something, then you will be getting your answer. Chances are very high. One is business here. Another thing you need to find out is if there is any cost. Sorry, somebody is saying something. Okay. Alignment with organization, D. I got one, Hitesh Joshi. Hi Hitesh. Hi Srini. Business objective should be aligned with organization goal and objective. That is perfect. Statement is perfectly fine. Srini, word by word, I am totally agreeing with you. Your statement is perfectly fine. Jaya is also saying be financial. Okay. See, here the meaning of financial, or the when I saying cost, is something you need to understand in terms of if let's say if I have a very good business case, I am saying to my board of director, bro, I mean, if you have done this, there will be absolutely no way nobody can attack on your existing environment or any system or something, but that cost you 5 crore rupees. business case is absolutely fine, and that is representing awesome. All the vulnerabilities will be fixed. There will be no, you know, no way absolutely. I mean, 100% is not possible, but at least based on the current environment, we can say there will be no minimum possibility. But that costs 5 crore rupees. My asset itself is 1 lakh rupees. Now that's a bit hint. Yeah, hi Srini. So I'm saying that's the hint. Now try to understand what I'm trying to explain here. So that's one of the things maybe you can think. Yeah, cost and benefit is one of the very key thing. See, hello, am I connected? Yeah, Srinivas. Yeah. So answer is, as per my understanding, I think this is something related with the feasibility and value. So the answer is feasibility and whether the value proposition makes sense, which will be the major consideration when whether a project will be proceed or no. That's what I'm saying. If you have a very good solution, but that is not going to work in terms of feasibility and value proposition, that's not going to work for the business. Yeah, the next question is, from an information security perspective, information that no longer support the main purpose of business. So we have information which is absolutely no use for the business. I think this is very straightforward. So if something is not of use for the business, so in that case, what should be the next step? Yeah, Srini, probably next time we'll go for the webinar. I'm not sure how to do this. This is the first time I'm doing this, so probably next time I will see how to do this webinar, if it's a paid one or if it's a free, because I'm not investing much on this. Maybe it's required to be paying or something. So I'm not sure on that. Maybe you guys can just think of, if you are liking my videos, probably you can you know share something with me. Anyway, so the first thing what I'm seeing is, okay, I'm getting to answer, which is A. Yeah, I think that's one. That's the correct answer. Basically, the information analyzed under the retention policy will determine whether the organization is required to maintain the data or no. Yeah, hi Narayana. Good to see you guys.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm there.
yeah, so I'm on question number 6. Let me go to question number 7. Yeah, so question number 7 is, what is the most important item to be included in information security policy? Friends, as soon as you saw this kind of a question, the very first thing which comes in your mind will be what? I mean, friends, don't read the option. Please don't read the option. Please tell me, after reading this question, what is the very first thing comes in your mind? Please write in the text box. I mean, in a YouTube video chat box. Uh, yeah, retention policy A. Yeah, Hitin Joshi is correct. I am saying. See, let me go it quickly. So basically, the first thing which comes in your mind will be the policy. What is policy? Okay. So based on that, try to find the answer. See, let me give you a hint here. See, in any information security policy that required certain parameters or certain attribute which help uh, the employees or the users while doing certain thing. So the most important item to be included in an information security policy. Okay, I can see scope and then C and C. That means B. I mean, I got 4 answer: A, B, and C. Okay. Anybody has any more thought on this? See, I'm telling you the scope. Basically, scope is something which is itself a part of information security program. So policy is not very much related with the defining the scope. And what's the another? That's C. Okay. And if I'm talking about key objective and security program, yeah, that is something which makes sense. I mean, that is something which is having very much related with these are. Shani, can we discuss this offline, please? Let's. I'm basically. I'm not. I don't want to divert from any place other than this question. So let's try to focus on this. So yeah, I got one answer which is A, definition of role and responsibilities. Yeah, okay. Roles and responsibility. What I think is that is a part of information security governance framework. So that is also not the best answer. What I think, as per me, the answer will be in terms of a key objective and security program. See, I just clicked on answer C. So, what is the most important item to be included in information security program? The answer is stating the objective of a security program is the most important element to ensure alignment with the business goal. So that is one of the important part to be considered. That is question number 7. Question number 8 is security technologies should be selected primarily on the basis of their. See, again, just imagine we'll be having very good security technologies which may or may not be accepted by the business. So that's the hint. So while selecting any security technology, what will be your primary criteria? On what basis you will be convincing your senior management? So security technology should be selected primarily on the basis of their. Again, I said, I think this is the third or fourth question where, if in fact in the beginning of the session I said one word which is cost, value, business objective. Once you see this, any question, try to relate all this. Yeah, I can see policy. Policy is okay. That's a different. Okay, C D D D. I got then one more D. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So answer is D. That is correct. Investment in security technology should be the based on the overall value in relation to their cost. I think this is very straightforward. But friends, this is the mindset you require while doing this exam. Next question is decision regarding information security are best supported by. First is statistical analysis, then expert advice, benchmarking, and effective metrics. Yeah, Srini, you are correct. Cost is always one of the very important constraint. Very, very important constraint. Manisha Avasti D, absolutely, you are correct. Hitesh Joshi, Manish Avasti, Srinivas, everyone is, I think most of them has answered corrected last question. Yeah, how about this question? Question number 9. On what basis you guys are able to see that certain decisions regarding information security are best supported? See, benchmarking and expert advice. How many of you think is there any chance of selecting this option? Sorry, I just clicked somewhere else. Yeah. Do you really think B and C options is absolutely required in this case? I mean, yeah, I got D, D, C, and D. Okay. Yeah, effective metrics. I think most of them has answered correctly. This is what I am also thinking. Let's see what is the answer. Yeah, this is the D answer. Effective metrics are essentially to provide information needed to making decision. Metrics are quantifiable. That's the keyword. Quantifiable entity that allow the measurement of the achievement of a process goal. So that's the easy one, I think, and I would say. Friend, this is something which I might say in I think page number 33 or 34, if I'm able to I recall correctly, there is a topic of roles and responsibility. I have explained that also in one of the video. You can see in that video where I've explained the RACI. So if you are very much clear in that video, then I think this will be the easy one. Who is ultimate responsible for the organization's information? Friends, I must say there is might be a confusion between board of director and CIO. Let me know if anybody has any doubt on that. Sorry, let me close this window. I don't think this should be required here. Yeah. So I can see D, B, and C. C. Friend, is it possible if you can just put question number 10, for example? Because sometimes I'm not able to see if D is of I mean which question. I mean if possible. Otherwise, anyway, I'm tracking closely. So I'm seeing one answer is B, C, C, then A, and I also got D. Okay. See, CISO or data custodian. Anyone want to explain this? See, a custodian is basically a person who maintain. His responsibility is only to maintain. He never be the responsible. Okay. CISO is something who is basically taking care of security and carry out any decision or direction being shared by the security senior management. CIO or board of directors, basically they are primary responsible for all organization asset. I mean, I think if you see my video, that will be the very first thing which I said, that board of director are the person which will be called very first thing, and then CIO is basically responsible for information technology within the organization, but ultimate legal responsibility is not with them. So in that case, I believe the answer will be C. Let's see what's the answer. So you can read out the answer. See, responsibility of for all organization asset including information falls under the board of director, which is tasked with responding to issues that affect the information protection. Okay. Friends, one point maybe you guys have a clarity, but let me just mention here. Sometimes information security manager may also consider in this kind of a question as a CISO. So you have to be very careful. You have to very carefully read the question. Anyway, question number 11. What is the most likely reason then that an organization policy can be eliminated? Okay, so in an organization, on what basis we eliminate the policy? Okay. Yeah, Manish Avasti, you are absolutely correct. Exactly accountable. I mean, if you see that racy matrix wala video, friends, let me just show you quickly. I think everybody is doing a very excellent explanation. Let me try to see if I can show you. Just give me a sec. Let me show you that video, and I believe that will be highly recommended if you can see that. Just give me 30 seconds. Let me just share the link here. Videos, it should be here. Okay, just give me friends, just 30 seconds. Yeah, I got it. Friends, I am sharing a link here. You guys just have a look where I have explained the roles and responsibility in very detail, especially what just Manish Avasti has said. This is the exact thing what I have explained in that one. So that is something which may be helpful. Okay, so the question next is, what is the most likely reason for an organization policy can be eliminated? So why we require to eliminate any policy? See, the purpose of the policy is to making sure that that is a uh, high level instruction from the senior management. That means there will be some kind of a threat that may or may not be actually happen, right? So that's the hint. So based on that, what will be the answer if anybody? Okay, 11A, uh, 11C, and then Srini D. One is Srinivas Ravi is saying C. Okay. Anybody else? See, uh, if anybody is saying C, I would say C. Please note down. This is the keyword. You need to understand the meaning of few things. I'm just writing. Number one is policy. I'm writing in the chat. Please uh, uh, find few keywords. I mean, if you guys are having this kind of a keywords in your mind as soon as you saw this, then that will be a great help. Please find few keywords that you need to keep in your mind always as soon as you see. First is policy, second is procedure, standard, third is procedure, fourth is guideline, right? Policy process, yeah. Sixth one is fifth one is process. So process, policy, procedure, standard, guideline. These are the few things which you need to understand very in detail, and you have. I mean, I would say while understanding, try to relate with some real time example. Do you want me to give the real time example? I mean, if time allows, I can do right away. Otherwise, let me just continue. See, based on my understanding, the answer will be A, and the reason will be C. If there is a no threat, then there is a no meaning of uh, uh, applying or organizing any policy. For example, if there is any place, okay, let me put the answer. Okay, see, if there is a no threat, then there is a no risk. The example may help you to understand. If my laptop is at a very remote place there where even there is no internet, then there is a no possibility of having any hack, at least from internet. So if I have any policy to update endpoints or any security patches, then that is not applicable there, because that is something which is not at all applicable in terms of a that location. So in that case, if there is a no threat, then policy cannot be that could be the one of the reason for eliminate, right? Next question, which of the following situations would most inhibit the effective implementation of security governance? Yeah. See, let me see. Friends, by the way, let me tell you one thing. I need to switch between two screen while seeing your comment and while seeing the question. So probably if you are writing anything and I'm on different screen, so that may, create some confusion to you guys. Ki like mera answer nahi dekh raha or something. But anyway, I'm seeing the answer. One answer is A, but there cannot be complete eliminated. See, there is no threat. The probability could be low. Are you talking about risk here, Srini? Srini, okay. Narayan Ramakrishna is 11C, 12C, okay. Okay, 12C, conflict business priority. Okay. I have a very good answer in my, I mean, the reason on C. Let me give you there some real example. Narayan. Srini D, Manish Avasti D, Santosh D, all security implementation if absolutely Manish. I mean, you are doing awesome. That was for, yeah, Ashwini, I understand. That was for last question. Yeah. See, I'm telling you the reason. I got two answers. One is C and one is D. So let me tell you why is C is not there. See, if there are two business, right? One is, let's say, one is for digital product to be selling, and both are for the one company, and the same company is selling, let's say, a vehicle. Now, uh, this is not something which stops implementation of any security governance. That is a conflict. While sitting with senior management, we can solve it, but that is something which is not at all blocker or something which is not possible. But if there is a lack of sponsorship from the higher management, board of directors, senior management, then in that case, implementation of security governance is absolutely not at all possible. So in that case, what I believe the answer will be D. See, the need of senior management involvement. Their involvement is absolutely, and what this is the exact thing what I believe Manish has said. Uh, all security implementation if driven from top to down. See, top to down is something which is, makes your work done 50%, I would say. So that is one of the very important thing. I mean, this is what I'm sure many people have experienced in their real life. I mean, I have experienced at least. Next question is 13. The most important characteristic of good security policy is that. Okay, so we are talking about what will the characteristic of policy. Okay. Anybody like to share an example of policy? Again, see, I just mentioned few moments back. Policy, standard, procedure, guideline, process. Please, these things you have to be, very much clear. Or if you want me to create a separate video, I will do that. Yeah. Yeah, please, friends. 13. Question number 13. The most important characteristic of good security policy is that they what? Let me give an example of a policy. See, policy. Anybody want to answer, or shall I go ahead? See, meanwhile, let me give the answer. Let me try to explain the policy. See, there is a policy in a company that uh, there must be a iron grill. Oh, sorry. Human safety is on topmost priority. That is the policy. Okay, I got a couple of answers. One is 13C. 13C. Yes. Hi Faizan. Welcome to the session. Yeah, Srini. Yeah, answer C. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, the answer C is are aligned with organization goal. I think this is very straightforward. And I think somebody has, I think Srini, you said, na, few moments back, this is the exact statement what you said. I mean, that's a policy are aligned to be organization goal. See, that is very straightforward. The most important characteristic of a good security policy is that they are aligned with the organization goal. And if that is not possible, failure, in case of a failure, the policy that make that in that case that will be ineffective, potential mislead in terms of governance, right, while creating the standard and procedure. So that is very straightforward. That is, I think this is written in the book itself, I mean exact wording. Anyway, 14, question number 14. An organization board of director is concerned about recent fraud attempt that originated over the internet. Okay, let's consider, let's say WannaCry attack. Nowadays is on boom during, especially in lockdown. People are, hacking is like anything. People used to do almost every minute. What action should the board take to address this concern? Okay. Yeah, question number 14, guys. What will be the answer as per your thought? What is board of directors roles and responsibility? If you are clear in that, this answer is very easy. A data owner must provide a safety and security environment to the ensure confidential integrity and availability of the transaction. Yeah, that's fine. So what is your answer, Mr. Santosh? Santosh, okay, policy sample. Yeah, that's fine. But what's the answer? Srinivas C. Hey, I think question number is 14. Are you guys are able to see question number 14? Or is that by mistake? Okay. 14D, 14D. Hey Jay, how are you? Welcome. 14D. 14D, what else? Friends, I have 30 seconds more. I am just waiting. Okay, I got one more answer, 14D. So 14D is what? Direct management to access the risk and to report the result to the board. Perfect. I think I also believe this will be the answer. Anybody want to share the reason, by the way? Yeah, 14D, 14. I think most of are able to crack this answer. See, board of directors are something which, I mean, they are in a directive position, right? So the answer is D. The board would typically direct executive management. They say, hey, you do this, you do that. Hey, I got to know this. I mean, in market, this kind of a fraud is happening. Are we safe? Then rest everyone will start doing their job, and they will say no, sir, yes, sir, like that. This is the report. Based on this, we can say we are secure, or up to this risk is up to our risk appetite kind of a thing. So based on some few facts and figures, they will share with the board of directors. So that's the very straightforward question. Yeah. So we are on question number 15. We are 50% to our task, today's task. We have just 15 more questions. A new regulatory and legal compliance requirement that will have an effect on information security will most likely come from. Okay, are you able to understand what this question is trying to say? Anybody want to explain? See, basically, there is a regulatory or legal compliance requirement that may affect an existing information security governance part or security program part. So, in that case, what will be the most likely uh, come from? So, these kind of things from, I mean, who will be the person who who are sharing these kind of information with information security guy? Yeah. Question number 15. Fraud is done, incident happen, hence need to assess risk. Hiten Joshi, I'm not able to get you. This is answer of what? I mean, question number 15 or 14? I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I'm finding some challenge while getting your answer. Narayan is saying 15A. Okay, 15A. Then they are not involved in finding how to be done. They direct the things to be done. Correct. I think this is regarding my earlier question, board of director wala. Okay. 15C. Okay. Narayan is saying 15C. Hitesh Joshi is 15D. Okay. Anybody else want to share? Anybody want to share the reason why this is a D, by the way? D. Faizan is 15D. I think most of them are saying 15D, which is compliance officer. See, compliance person is something which is very much involved in terms of determining the internal policies and standards. I am talking about the person from the organization side. Uh, See, let's say we have 5 departments. One is, let's say, account department. One is HR department. One is, let's say, taking of sales and all. So, as if there is any new regulatory or any compliance being introduced, then these guys are the person who will be going to affect very first thing. So, very what do you say? I mean, a person who is very closing working or be affected with new regulatory or compliance will be the person who is actually being affected. So, who will be affected in that case? This is the hint. Correct. Narayan is saying absolutely what I said just now, which is absolutely correct. Only affected departments. That means the answer will be C, as per my understanding. Yes, the answer will be C. The department affected by legal and regulatory requirements such as human resource are typically advised by their respective associate. Right? So that is something which who, I mean, see, जो परेशान होगा वही सबसे पहले आके बताएगा कि यार this is something which which also need to be considered as a part of a regulatory or compliance. Okay, question number 16. Compliance with security policies and standard is responsibility of. This is a very interesting question. Anybody is having, hey Srini Ravi, no, this is A is not the answer. I was about to say the information security manager is no role in this, and I will explain you why. Let me just, I guess the answer for question number 16 is not A, and I have a very good example why this is not A. Let me just see everybody's answer. Okay, I'm getting answer D. I got a C. All right. Okay, I got D. Okay. Friends, meanwhile, I'm getting the answer. Let me just share you one thing. When we are giving the exam, always think we are in the position of information security manager who is considered as a consultant. We are never being involved in taking any decision. Okay, we are never be involved in implementation of any information security tool or any technology. We are the person being a consultant where we can advise, we monitor. Okay, that's the thought process you should have in your mind while giving the exam. Now, based on that, if you say compliance with security policies and standard is a responsibility, we are not responsible, bro, right? So you are information security manager, while giving at least exam. Okay, so information security manager is never be a responsible person, right? So executive management, compliance officer, yes, but here in this the best answer what I think is, let me see how many of you said D. Yeah, I got so many answer D. It's always applied to organization as a whole. Yes, absolutely correct, Narayana. So the answer what I think is D. Yeah. See, information security manager, as I said, has the responsibility of monitoring. They will only monitor and assess that something is under control or no. Based on that, they can suggest. But he is not the person who is responsible. So the correct answer will be D. All organization units compliance responsibility are usually shared across organization unit. Right? Everybody is responsible in that case. 17th question. The first step in developing an information security program. Okay. Option number 1. Identify business risks that affect the organization. Okay. Yeah, friends. Question number 17. Tell me the answer. Srinivas Ravi. Answer. Are you saying answer is A for 17? Okay. I got one more answer from Srinivas Ravi. Answer is B. Please tell me question number 17 B or A or what? Okay, I got one answer. Narayan is 17 B. Perfect. What else? Santosh 17 B. Anybody else? Friends, please tell me how many of you are thinking other than B. Maybe you want me to explain. I will explain. I have no issue. Okay, I got one more. Hitesh Joshi's B. Okay. 10 or let's say 15 more seconds. Think through and let me know. Guys, by the way, are you guys are enjoying, or you find is there anything I can do it better, or this is fine, my pace is fine, my explanation, everything is you're liking or disliking? Please do comment so that I can work on it. Okay, I got one answer. Manish, I think is 17D you are saying, right? I mean it's 16D you have written. Anyway, I can understand is this should be, yeah. So The answer, most of the saying is assessing adequacy of existing control. Okay, so that is one of the basically adequacy of existing control is something जो uh, I mean once this is things, I mean the information security program is established, then a need then these things will be comes into the picture. But here in this case, if you see the question, the first step is asking about very first step in developing an information security management program. So you should know that why this program is developed, right? What's the purpose? Why we actually require any kind of this kind of information security program in place? So in that case, it has to be know the need. You have to know the reason of creating. If that answer will not be there, then of course there are other answer also which is more or less be one of the answer. But in that case, question may also be the different. So what I believe the answer will be B. Let's see. Yeah, see, in developing an information security management program, the first step is to establish the need. There is a one more thing you also need to understand, that you need to find out the scope also. Okay, but that is not, that option is not here. So in this case, you can say you need to understand the need while creating the program. So this is the business decision based more on judgment that any specific quantitative measures. The other choice are assigned and acted on after establishing the need. Once need is will be there, then we can go for the other option. So that is question number 17. Question number 18. Retention of business record should be primarily be based on. Manisha was the or I think you said 17B. Okay, I think I am on yeah. Is there any lag or something, because I am on question number 18 now. Retention of business record should be primarily based on. Tell me the answer. First option answer is first option is a business strategy and direction. Second is regulatory and legal requirement. Storage capacity and longevity. Business case and value analysis is the last option. When it comes to the business, one of the very important thing is you also need to understand is what. Okay, I can see one answer is 18th B. Okay, most of them are okay. I got three answer, which I also believe that the answer will be 18th B. Let's see. See, very important thing is we need to understand the regulatory and legal requirement, because if these things are not in place, then it is directly going to affect the business, right? So as per the business record, okay, I got one suggestion from Manish. Okay, so the so in this case the answer will be B. Basically, retention of business records is a primarily driven by the legal and regulatory requirement. Okay, guys, do you want me to explain anything further, or shall I go ahead? Purpose of security program need business need. So answer is 17B. Absolutely right. 17 or 18. Business case and value. See, business case and value is something we can be considered. I mean, that is very important point. I'm not saying no, but if we have, I mean, if there is a regulatory or legal compliance, then this, I mean, option number D is going to be impacted for sure. So in fact, in this question, to cover option number D, we have to have B in place. So that's why primarily, if I am saying, then that in that case the answer will be B, right? Manish is fine, but we should use option like Zoom and WebEx. I am already using Google Meet, by the way. I'm not sure if yeah, I think you also there. So not sure if that is working or no. All right. So let me move to next question. Question number 19. Who in an organization has responsibility for classifying information? Please don't read the options, friends. This is very straightforward question. We have a person who is required to do the classification. The very first thing what I'm thinking as soon as I saw this kind of a question is I will be having a Word document, and that Word document contain, let's say, some sensitive data, right? Let's say a bidding data of any company. Now in that case, what will be your first thought? Because you are creating that data, so you know the gravity or the sensitivity of that data. So who are you there? If you have this answer, you will get the answer. Let me see how many said what. Okay, 19D, 19D, I got 2D, I got 1A. Okay, what else? Yeah, friends, please tell me. Anybody has any other thought? 19D. Okay, I got one more answer. 19D. Okay, I think most of them are able to understand here. See, in this case, I am the person who owns the data. I am the owner here, right? So in that case, what I believe the answer will be D, data owner. See, the correct answer is D. The data owner has responsibility for data classification consists with the organization classification criteria. Manish Awasthi, I think you said 18B. I think I'm on 19. I think some lag also there. I don't know what. Okay, but anyway, the answer will be a D, which is data owner. Let me know if I can explain this. Do you want me to explain, by the way, or that is fine? Okay, let me go ahead with the next question. Question number 20. We have just 10 more questions. Of the following, which is the most effective way to measure strategic alignment for an information security program? First is track audit over time, evaluate incident losses, analyze business case, interview business owner. Yes, friends. Question number 20. Yeah, Jai V, I got the answer. Srinivas Ravi, I got 19D, that's fine. I am on to question number 20 now. So please tell me what will be the answer. Shall I repeat the question? Basically, the question is asking about on what basis you are measuring that your information security program is properly aligned. Okay, I got one answer. A. Hitesh Joshi is saying 20A, which is track audit over time. I got one more answer, 20D. Okay. Friends, just give me a sec. I think let me just connect the charger to the laptop. Somehow I missed that. Just give me a sec. Yeah, sorry.
Friends, so the answer, we are on question number 20. So the answer, what I think is, it should be data business owner. See, it is basically why? Because essentially the business owner understand that what are things is been supported in terms of a strategic information security program or no, right? So he is the person. If you are in touch with the business owner, then there will be absolutely no possibility, I would say, because there will be any misalignment of information security program, because you are getting the real time risk from the business owner itself, and business owner is the person who is having a very good insight in terms of a risk, because he is the front person. I'm talking about business. Okay, so based on that, I mean, of course, your due diligence will be there, that based on the input received from the business owner, what will be the existing or what will be that to be risk. So that is something where your role as information security manager comes. So the answer of 20 is D. Let me go to the next question, question number 21. An organization board of director has learnt of recent legislation requiring organization within the industry to enact a specific safeguard, okay, to protect confidential customer information. Okay, so there is a legislation requirement. What action should board take next? Question number 21, friends. Question number 21, friends. There is a lag between message and question. Okay. Okay, sometimes maybe some network glitch is there. I'm so sorry for that. Yeah. So I'm saying question number 21. Do you want me to repeat, or is it visible for you guys? Yeah, Manisha Vasti. Yeah, you are correct. 23 is interview business owner. I think, friends, there is some lag. I mean, probably because I'm getting the answer a bit late. So let me just, you know, uh, uh, lower down my pace. Continue. Yeah, 21 ka C, Jay V is saying 21 ka C require management to report on compliance. Okay. See, there is absolutely no possibility of saying answer number D. So that is absolutely odd man out. Board of director is never going to do some research, right? They are not the person. In fact, direct information security, they are not the person who direct. So in this case, I would say three options are not at all possible, what I believe. So in that case, C will be the obvious answer. So information security governance is the responsibility of the board of directors and executive management. In this instance, the appropriate action is to ensure that plan is in place. So this person direct require management to report on the compliance. They simply give the direction. They simply ask, show me this, show me that, kind of a thing. Yeah. Question number 22. Requiring all employee and contractor to meet personal security suitable requirement commensurate with the position, sensitive level, and subject to personal screening is an example of a security. Okay, so what kind of a security is it? Is it policy, strategy, guideline, and baseline? I think in this chat itself I mentioned these things. Policy, strategy. I think strategy is missing. Okay. Policy, strategy, guideline, baseline. Okay, baseline is also important. Yeah. So these are the few keywords. So friends, what will be the answer of question number 22? Question number 22 answer is A. Okay. Okay. Question number 22 answer number A. Anybody is having a different thought? 22A, I got one more. 21B, Shrini, I think there is a lag. We have already passed that 21 question number. We are on question number 22. Friends, please let me know if there is any challenge during this communication. I mean, especially on YouTube, so that let me work on it in upcoming session. And I'm planning to do this probably every day. So let me. I mean, you can share your views, friends. I mean, it totally depends upon the participants and your interest, because this is something which I find very useful, interactive, and especially when we have live sessions kind of a thing. Yeah, I got a couple of answers. One is A, then B, and then C. Guideline. Uh, Guideline, by the way, Jay, this is as soon as guideline comes into your mind, the second thing comes, it should come is optional, is not mandatory. Guidelines are not at all mandatory. These are the optional, right? So the definition, if you say, basically is saying requiring all employees. So this is a statement said by the senior management that we require all employees and contractor to meet personal security and requirement commensurate with the position of sensitive level. So this is a statement. How and when is supposed to be done, that is not at all mentioned in this. So this kind of a high level statement is a characteristic of policy. So that's why the answer will be A, which is policy. So security policy is a general statement, is a high level statement to define the management objective with respect to the security. So this is the high level statement. If there is no mentioning, I mean, in question this is not mentioned how and what will be the steps and all. So it's very high level. So that is a characteristic of policy. Question number 23. Which of the following is the most appropriate for inclusion of information security strategy? Yes, friend. Yes, friend, please tell me. Okay. I got, thanks for clarifying, guidelines are optional. Yes, it's very much. Yeah, thanks. Welcome, Jay. Question number 23. Friends, please tell me the answer. I mean, please let me know if there is any doubt in understanding the question. I mean, before proceeding to answer, if anything is required to explain the question, let me know. I will explain that question as well. Right. So, question is very straightforward. Like, what will be the most appropriate things we include while creating or while having an information security strategy? Okay. How many of you are saying C is, I mean, I believe C is okay, I got one. Manish Avasti is saying C. Okay. Okay, no, that is for 21. Okay, sorry, my bad. So for 23, how many of you are saying C? Because I believe C is absolutely not at all be the answer in this case. Okay, so I believe the answer will be B. The reason being the set of a security objective supports by process, right? And that process includes there are different techniques. So that may also include your methods, tools, and techniques and all. So that's why I believe the answer will be B. Now here is the explanation. A set of a security objectives supported by process, method, tools, and techniques together, and together are the element that constitute the security policy. Friend, this is the statement. I think, let me put it in the chat. This is very important statement. This is important statement. We should understand. I just mentioned this is important and we should understand. See, this is something which maybe you guys can just have a look. Okay, so this is about question number 23. We are almost through. We have question number 24. Which person or group should have final approval of the organization information security policy? Okay, final approval. I think this is a very straightforward question. Final approval means what? I think this should be this should not be a tough one. Friends, question number 24. Final approval. Who will give the final approval? Final approval will be the person who is going to be impacted maximum. There's a hint. Okay, I got one answer, which is C, senior management. Yeah, Narayan Murthy, I got one more answer. Sorry, I'm not. It's Mr. Narayan. Yeah, two. I got two answer. 24C. Anybody has any more thought on it? Yeah, let me just quickly go through it. Yeah, the answer, what I also believe, is C. So senior management should have the final approval of all the organization policies and all. Right. Next question 25. We have 5 more questions now. From information security management perspective, what is the immediate benefit of clearly defined roles and responsibility? Just imagine if in case we will be having a no clearly roles and responsibility defined, then what will be the consequences? So understanding that one, please try to see what will be the best suitable option. I mean, let me give you a hint here. 25D, yeah, exactly. I mean, Narayana, because see, I mean, I also believe is 25D. And the reason being why I'm saying this, because see, accountability is something which makes your role and responsibility very clear, right? If you are accountable for something, that means you have to know your role and responsibility. Only then you can say, yes, I'm accountable, right? Segregation is duty is not very much in terms of roles and responsibilities. That is absolutely different topic itself. So what I also believe is D. Yeah, Santosh. Yeah, this is 25D. Let me just quickly go through. Select the answer. Yes, is accountability, because defining roles and responsibility makes it clear who is accountable. So that is one of the very important point here. Yeah, 26 question. Successful implementation of information security governance will first require what? Security awareness training, updated security policy, a computer incident management team, and a security architecture. So we have what? The very first thing which will be you require to be considered. Yeah, I got two answer. 25D. Okay, no, I think we are on 26. Successful implementation of information security governance. We are talking about implementation of information security governance. So while implementing, the very first thing which should comes in our mind is all the things are updated as of now or no, right? If not, then that require to be updated. So in that case, updated security policy is something which we require to be considered very first in this case. So in that case, updated security policy are required to align with the business objectives. So that is one of the very important things, that if that is aligned or no. So while successful implementation of information security governance, the whole objective itself, that should be aligned, and that required to be updated as per the policy. And who make the policy? I mean, I mean, in terms of a board of director. So a policy I mean, see, couple of things should come one by one: board of director, then policy, and then it should be aligned with the information security governance. So this is the sequence or link. Maybe you can connect while solving this kind of a question. Next one is 27. We have only 2-3 questions more. Which of the following is the best protect confidentiality of information? 27. Friends, 27 question number. I think there is a big lag. I can see, guys. I'm so sorry because I'm on 27 question and the people are replying on 26. So let me do one thing. Let me slow down the speed. I'm on question number 27. If you guys are able to see the question number 27, please ping me. I mean, just say the answer the way we are doing as of now, so that we all are on the same page. I'm just slowing down my speed and pace. Question number 27 I'm on, which is which of the following best protect confidentiality of information? Question number 27. Yeah, okay, I got one answer. That means we are now on same page. Question number 27, the answer is C, which is least privilege. Yes, the answer is very straightforward. To protect the confidentiality, least privilege will be the best way out of the given option, at least. So restriction, we should restrict the access. That means we are protecting the confidentiality of the information. So that is straightforward. We are on 28. Senior management commitment and support for information security can best be obtained. Okay, so asking about how we are convincing the senior management, how we are taking the commitment. That means senior management need what? He is only looking for if my business objective is meeting or no. If it's meeting, it's very easy for you to take the commitment from senior management, right? So that's a hint. Based on that, you can, yeah, Naren, access means who need what. Correct. I'm on question number 28 now. Manish Avasti, Jay, yeah, everyone is correct now. 28, I got Narayan Ramakri. Hey, by the way, friends, do you think I am going fast or slow, or I'm fine? I mean, the space is fine or what? Please do let me know, so that accordingly I can, fine tune my speed. Okay, I got to answer 28th D, 28th D. Yeah. J is 28D. Yes, perfect. I got 3 answers. Next time, probably let me do one thing. I can put a counter also, so that everybody know. I mean, at least I can wait for 60 minutes and then we'll go to the next question or something. What you guys thought? I mean, okay, so let me go for the D. Yes, D is very straightforward. The senior management wants to understand the business justification for the investment. So, I mean, of course, when see senior management, business justification, investment cost, value, these are the few things which all tie up very together. So, I mean, if these things are in any question are linking, then this is one of the very best option. What I'm thinking as of now. Yeah, so the answer is D. Second last question for today is, an organization has recently developed and approved an access control policy. Okay, which of the following will be the most effective in communicating the access control policy to the employee? Okay, thanks Manish, thanks for the feedback. Pace is fine. Okay. Okay, I got one answer. A. 29th A. Yes. Anybody else? 29. I got one answer. 29th A. I got one more answer. 29th A. I must say, I mean, you guys are, I mean, thanks for connecting me in this session for so long. I mean, we have started around 7 or 7:10. So thanks for being with me in this session. Yeah, so let me just quickly go. So I also believe, oh, sorry, I clicked D. I am so sorry. I was supposed to click on A. It's my mistake. Yes, but the answer is 29A. Mr. Narayan, Mr. Santosh, you are absolutely correct. By mistake, I clicked D. Yes, the answer is A. And the reason is you are absolutely correct. See, the employee has to be acknowledged. That means, I mean, it's kind of a receipt. It's kind of a consent being taken with the employee. So that is one of the best way. Last question of the day is, which of the following choice would influence the content of information security strategy to the greatest extent? Means, yeah, Jay, you are also correct, 29th A. Yeah. So the question is saying, I mean, which factor is influencing your strategy, right? So when strategy comes, couple of things comes into your mind: senior management, organization goals, directions from the senior management, and objective. So these are the few things. If it's not meeting, then that's going to be absolutely affect the information security strategy. So that is the hint. Based on that, maybe you can guess. I got to answer. Narayan and Santosh both are saying 30th D. So without wasting of time, let me, as I'm just waiting for 5 seconds or 10 seconds more. Let me know if anybody is having any other thought, or if that is fine. I got, okay, I got one more answer. Jay is 30 Gadi. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm also believing the same. The answer is D. Basically, if IT security support organization goal, it's more likely to obtain funding and upper management support. So of course, this is the best answer what I'm thinking. So that's all for today. Let me just finish the question. We got 94. One question is my bad. I mean, it was supposed to be correct one. By mistake, I did that. So otherwise, we could have more than 95 or 97% around. So we got 28 out of 30 question. It should be based on which of the following. I mean, retention of business. I'm sorry, which question are you talking about? Manisha, I'm not getting your question. Or is it some new question you are asking? I'm not understanding. Maybe you can send me a message. I will work on it, or maybe you can share the option. We will try to help you on it. Okay, guys. I hope you guys are able to. I mean, liking the session. Let me know if you find this session is good, bad, or you want me to improve any further. So that make it everyone align or something. Do share your feedback, and thank you so much for all your time. Retention of business record should be based. Friends, I would say let's utilize this session for solving this kind of a question. I will have I will be having a multiple questions which I would like to share and explain. Probably in this session, if we go by asking this kind of a question which is not there, then that may deviate the whole purpose of the session, right? But yes, I mean, you can pose the question and we'll work on it. That's not an issue. So if do you have any queries or question or feedback, let me know accordingly. Otherwise, I mean, we can spend some more time. Otherwise, we can wind up the session.
Thank you, Shailendra. Thank you all.
Yeah, thanks, Santosh. Hope the session will be uh, fine, or at least I'm meeting the expectation. So shall I wind up the session, or if everything is fine, let me just write a final note. Thank you so much, everyone, for all your participation. We will be having, yeah, yeah. Your voice is breaking. I'm sorry, who's speaking? Your voice is breaking. Manish, is it Manish or Narayan? I'm sorry, voice is. Manish, I'm sorry, your voice is breaking. I mean, it's very hard to understand. Can you? Hello? Yeah, Manish, tell me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm able to hear, but your voice is breaking. I mean, hello. Yeah, tell me. Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, tell me. I can. I mean, I'm trying to understand, but at least say. I mean, let me try to understand if I'm able to get you what you're saying.
Is it audible now?
Uh, Maybe you can say. I mean, it's very hard to understand, but at least I can give a try. Yeah, tell me.
Is it audible now?
Better, not very much, but at least a bit better.